Hi everybody, Keren here from tuppencecoloured.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me, and this is what I've been making today. Today I have been making this little faceted gift bag. Now, it's not the first time I've made it. I think I've made it twice before, but it is one of my favourite things. And when you have glorious paper like this, I think that this shows it off to its best advantage. So I've made it again. Stay with me, I'll show you how. I've cut my DSP to 10.5 inches by 7 1/4, and this paper has got a definite direction to it. So it matters which is going to be my top and which is going to be my base. So I'm going to start by putting the side that's going to be the top up against my my edge bar there, and I'm going to score at 3/4 of an inch, and because this is paper I'm using the fatter end of my ball tool. Okay, so then I'm going to turn it round and I'm going to score at 1.5 inches from the base. Right. So now I'm going to score at 1/2 inch, 2.5 inches, 4.5 inches, 6.5 inches, and 8.5 inches. So that's what I've got so far. I've made a mark 1 inch from that fold there. 3, 2, 1. I've made a mark 1 inch from that lower fold, and I'm just going to line my ruler up with that point. And now I'm going to score down as far as my ruler at 1 inch. Oh, at 1 inch. Let's do it right. Ignore that one. At 1 inch, 3 inches, 5 inches, 7 inches, and 9 inches. I've drawn some guidelines in here to sort of help you see what I'm doing. Start again. I've drawn some guidelines in here to help you see what I'm doing. This is my line that I scored part the way down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to join that corner to the base of that line by scoring. My pen line isn't the most accurate in the world, but trust me, I am scoring where I need to score. Alright, so if you look on the other side, you can see that I have made a kind of little facet there. I'm going to work my way across the rest of the bag, and I find it easiest to do all the scores facing one way first and then come back and do the others. And as you can see, it doesn't take very long. So I'm just going to crack on with this. And there we are. Okay, so next I'm going to bring in my snips and get rid of the bits that we don't want. So I don't want that skinny little rectangle in the corner there. I'm going to keep that bit, but I am going to slim it down a little. And I'm going to snip that little bit out there as well, just to reduce the bulk. So now I'm going to cut away the flaps. Well, I'm not going to cut away the flaps, I'm going to leave them there because I want them, I need them. But what I am going to do is take away a little bit between those flappy bits. So, yeah, I really should have burnished this before I started, shouldn't I? I'm fighting it a bit. So yeah, better late than never then. Let's burnish those folds. That's going to go over that way. So we'll burnish that way. And now these part folds. So I'm going to sort of pinch them. Kind of pinch in that triangular facet. Right. So let's do that again. So I'm going to punch the holes for the ribbon now because it's a lot easier to do it at this stage than it is when you've stuck the bag down. So I've got a handheld hole punch. I think this one's 3/16 of an inch, and I'm lining up the edge of it with the 1/2 inch fold there. Okay, so now I'm going to turn that over and I'm going to line that up again. Now my hole is going to be in the right place. Same thing again, it was a little bit close, but never mind. Okay, so now I can stick it together. So I'm using wet adhesive for this because I like wet adhesive. I won't lie. For speed, go with something like snail. But for a lasting bond, okay, that needs to tuck underneath there. Yep, for a lasting bond, give me good old wet adhesive every time. The adhesives had some time to set, and while I was waiting for that to happen, I went and did a test of the base of the bag, and I discovered that I had cut these flaps a little bit too long. So I trimmed 1/4 inch off each of them, and really I should only have trimmed 1/8 of an inch off because now they're a little bit too short, but it doesn't matter because we can still make it work. Alright, so I have my bag upside down on my work surface in front of me, and I'm going to start by folding in one flap, then the next, then the next, then the next, and now the final one goes over the one on the right and under the one on the left, just like that. Now if I cut them to exactly the right length, which I didn't, they would have all met nicely in the middle there, and looked lovely and tidy. but as you can see, I didn't do that. But it doesn't matter anyway, because I'm going to hold them down, and I was always going to hold them down with a piece of card. So I've cut a 2-inch circle of Highland Heather, and my adhesive doesn't want to play. 1 second, I'll take a pin to it. There we go. Oops, I just got a bit enthusiastic now. Alright, so that is going to go onto the top, thus and so. Where's my squidge mat? Because I don't want to get adhesive on my nice new cutting stroke filming on mat. And I'm just going to press those flaps into place. And that can have a few seconds for the adhesive to dry while we work on the next bit. And here's the gift bag, which has had plenty of time for the adhesive to set. So this is the back where the seam is. So this is going to be the front. I have a length of the 2 coloured ribbon and a tweezers. And I am going to start threading my way through all of these holes. And I do find the tweezers is very, very helpful for doing this kind of thing. Come here, come on, come to mummy. Even this up, and just checking that it hasn't got twisted anywhere. That's looking rather nice. I'm going to snip off the end around about there, and I've cut some little Highland Heather hearts, from the Be Mine die set. I'm going to double them up so that goes kind of front and back. Like that. Okay, so I have one at the front, one at the back, same thing for this side. So making like little, I don't know, what would you call them really? Little decorative ends for the ribbon. Right, that one needs a little bit more adhesive because it's coming apart there, and I don't like it. So, okay. So I want a little sentiment for my gift bag. I've chosen this one, The Best Moments in My Life Happen With You. It's from the Daisy Lane stamp set. It's mounted up on my acrylic block, ready to go. And I have my Highland Heather ink. So I'm just inking up my stamp with lots of light tapping. and I'm just going to press it down onto this little scrap of powder pink card. I have my 1 3/8 of an inch scalloped circle punch, and I'm lining it up in the jaws of the punch, so I've left myself a little bit of space at the top there. Let me just put the top back onto my ink, because otherwise something terrible will happen. Like I'll put my thumb in it. And just got a... Okay. So I have, I think that's a 1/8 of an inch handheld circle punch. And I've just pierced a hole in the top. Right, now this is actually some white baker's twine, and I have just taken my dark Highland Heather blend, and I've just coloured it just like that. Easy as that. Right, and that will dry very quickly, and I hope not come off on my hand too much. So, okay, I was going to say, where are my tweezers? Well, here they are. Create a loop. Bring those two ends through. And I've got a little tag to go on my bag, but before I put it on, I'm going to give it another embellishment. So these are the heart epoxy droplets, and I'm just going to colour one of them, again with that dark Highland Heather blend. Now I can pick it up carefully and decide where I want to put it. And I think about there, don't you? There we go. Right, so let's bring back my bag and attach this tag with the help of the jolly old tweezers. So I'm going to tidy this up off camera, but apart from that, I'm going to say that that job is done. And there it is. That is the finished gift bag, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if so, then please do give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, do all of that good stuff. But for now, thank you very much for staying with me to the very end, and I'd love it if you came back and saw me again sometime soon. But for now, bye bye.